Thank you for making this series of videos and exposing, what's going on here in Ohio. I am a white male in the center of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and I do not support or believe one thing that anyone just spouted off at at the two series within the McCain-Palin mob. These people are flawed and sick. They're nothing but the sheep being led by the wolves. And all you have to do is listen to them. They're small-minded people. And they're the same idiots that start fights at their kids' Little League games. These are ignorant people. And I believe ignorant people shouldn't be allowed to vote or have children in this country because basically it just means that their kids are going to turn out just as fucked up as them. And I guarantee each and every one of those people that were interviewed in that line had a racist parent, had racist parents. It's racism is ignorance in its most basic form. And it comes out in so many ways just by watching these people. It's beyond my comprehension at how ignorant the masses within this country are. And let me not say the masses. It's just the populations that exist from New York, in between New York State and California. It's disheartening. And yeah, I consider myself to the left of liberals. And the great thing about a liberal society is we are inclusive. We'll allow thoughts and voices of dissension. We allow for discussion, debate, discourse, and we find resolve through battling through issues that are core to people's beliefs. We don't disrespect or trample on other people's beliefs just because they differ from ours. That's what's wrong with America. That is what's wrong with this country. Because we have people that believe that there's only one truth. There is no one truth. That's the only truth. Truth is extremely, extremely subjective because we don't allow ourselves to live in a clean, really a clean, clear world where we value the differentiations of opinions. I am so frustrated to the point where I'm not a violent person, but if I couldn't have done this interview. I would have sitting there and started pulverizing the faces of all those old racist white people. I would have even hit the women just for saying that stupid shit. Dude, I mean, the real terrorists are the old white men who sit behind their boardroom desks and make decisions that influence millions of people based upon their personal gains, what they can gain personally and financially. It's just so sad that we live in a country and that really supports the perpetuation of ignorance. And we need to just stop it. Because the scary thing is if Obama wins, I'm not going to be so bold to say when he wins, because if he doesn't win, dude, there is no way I'm going to stay in this country. And I'll come back when it's right and not right to the right side. I mean, this is such a critical point. Are we going to progress, or is this going to be the fall of the Roman Empire? Examples are set throughout history, and we're at that point. We're at that moment, that teetering moment, where we either go one way or the other. And I hope I am a socialist. I believe capital socialism is the only way our civilization as a world culture will be able to make it through. Socialism is the only true form of humanitarianism. And if there's another thought or another really a theocracy or a new form of government that can be possibly created, let's put our heads together and do it, because the current system doesn't work. I mean, kind of look at the way our world is shaped. Who shapes our world? Why are we always divided into two polar opposites, where we believe that there is an absolute right or an absolute wrong? Why Why are we only given two choices in life? Why is there only good and evil? Why are these standards so ingrained in our psyches as a civilization, and as human beings? What is it that only allows us to see black and white? That's what needs to be reevaluated and examined by sociologists and people alike. I don't personally, when someone says something just astonishingly negative about Obama or about someone different than them, I wish I didn't have this hatred inside of me towards those people. I wish I didn't have the feeling that I wanted to pulverize their face into the concrete just because they're idiots. And I wish I didn't feel that idiots don't have deserve a right to live. I wish I could honestly say I don't feel that, because in my heart of hearts, I'm a nonviolent person who believes in accepting the opinions of many, but I can't accept those who do not allow for the same. That's my problem with the religious right. It's an absolute right or wrong. The fact that I would say a majority of Christian valued people believe that the war in Iraq is justified because it's a holy war. Bush himself has said it's a holy war. Sarah Palin has said it's a holy war. Those people scare me. God has been used for thousands upon thousands of years, 2,000 years plus now, to incite war and violence against someone else because of property, because of things, belongings, because we covet. Why do we covet? Because something has given value to something else. That's why we desire and we want. Only because we've placed these arbitrary values on things and goods. Only when we're able to release ourselves from a material world and a material psychology of how we view the world will we be able to advance as a race and as a people. It's ironic that a Jew needs to tell Christians how to act. Christmas. What is Christmas? Christmas is a capitalistic holiday. No more does it have any religious connotations, but maybe for some it might. Hopefully if you're one of those Christians that don't give gifts on Christmas, you're a true Christian. If you do give gifts, it's because you bought into the Macy's. Really, Santa Claus was created by Macy's. It was a campaign, an advertising campaign. Why do I know this? Because I'm in advertising. I am paid to convince you to do things you wouldn't normally do, to buy things you wouldn't normally buy, to convince you that you need things that you don't need. That's the world we live in. It's are there just naturally intelligent people, such as myself, that just look at the world and look at things and get them? Apparently so. Because there's hundreds upon thousands, if not millions. Actually, there are millions of people in this country who do not see things for what they are. They see things for how they are told to see them. Those are the people that we need to be most afraid of. Those who do not have the ability to form their own opinions and to effectively communicate those opinions. That's where you get people that quickly, he's a terrorist. Oh yes, he's going to destroy this country. Bill Ayers. And dude, I actually support the Weathermen. I think they did a great job. Actually, they didn't do a good enough job during the Vietnam War in shutting that down. Why did we have the Vietnam War? Capitalism. Why do we have the war in Iraq? Capitalism. Hello? Do people seem to forget that Halliburton is still raking in billions upon billions of dollars from this war, from the benefits, the fruits of military labor? The military guys. I feel sorry for these kids. Not all of them. The ones who really want to be there and really want to do bad things to innocent people. And those people over there are innocent. A majority of them. I'm Jewish, and this whole Israeli-Arabic conflict is ridiculous as well, because of the same